Old Town Orange, where this particular bus, some of the others are in movement, but this one is stationary. As is my brand new bicycle, which I will be taking out in this episode for its inaugural run. Well, ride. Welcome everyone to the starting point of a new series from this day forward of videos. TheDailyWoo here. Orange County, California is where I reside, and where now, after 14 days, I will be stepping back outdoors. I have done my tenure 2 weeks. I do have this mask, which I keep on hand in case I need to go inside or in case I get too close, within 10 feet or so from another human being. But for now, I'm just gonna breathe the fresh air, take a cruise, see the sights, the sounds, soak in the sun, which I have not felt in half a month. And hopefully this should help with getting some cardio in, getting some steps, although on top of those pedals. I'm inviting you to join me. I have my backpack too. I'm gonna show you what's in my backpack. I used to call it a book bag, but I don't keep any books in it, so it's a backpack. I have some accessories that are gonna make these episodes a little bit easier. All right, I'm inviting you to join me. Shall you? Since I'm right here next to it, might take the opportunity to show you some of the stars that are in front of the Dodge College of Film and Media building. Some you might recognize, of course, this name, which needs no introduction for those who love roadside attractions. California Gold, Mr. Huell Hauser, and that's right, Ani, there's Ani here, and the Duffer Brothers, that you might know from Stranger Things. They were the creators, and they went to this college, Chapman, here in Orange. Back to the contents of what's inside. Notice on the far right I have some very sought after wipes that I will be I don't know if I should even be announcing that's going to be on my person, because that's something that's very rare these days. On the far left there I have my battery backup for my phone, and down here is a GoPro Hero 4, which I will be mounting aside the bicycle, and also fits in the bag is this lock, which I have yet to pick a combination for, and miniature air pump, just in case. I will probably shift the location of the camera around quite a bit, but the most prominent spot will be here. I'll kind of tilt it as it needs to be. That light down there kind of looks like something you'd see on a submarine, right? Lawn maintenance taking place all around. Keeping everything tip-top shape. One thing I like about being in this area are the classic mobiles. They're just hanging around, cruising around the circle and parked on the cross streets. The classic neon that used to be perched up there on the far left at Rod's is a liquor store. It was pretty fantastic places here for a long time, but has since closed. Goodbye to Rod's. Used to be an old school ice machine right there, and parts of it are still kind of tucked away in that section. That was the former entry point. You could get sodas. They're basically like a little convenience store as well. Great old murals down here, promotional material for former products. You're painted on the side of this brick. Owl Cigars in this alley. It's one of my favorites in this neighborhood. I am happy to see quite a few people out enjoying their day, practicing social distancing, but taking in the fountain. Beautiful. Normally there is no parking to speak of through this thoroughfare. About maybe a quarter of the establishments are open at the moment. One of them that is not is Tiddledywinks, which you might recognize as a storefront from That Thing You Do, where the appliances were sold. Up there on the side it says Bank of Italy painted on the brick. And we do still have an old school record store here as well. Mr. C's. You'll notice a few of these places have been repurposed. This gas station is now a restaurant, and theater is now a church building. Pretty nice ambiance with the birds chirping. Getting a little thirsty. Someone's playing catch with their owner over there. Here's a piece of history. Right here in this courtyard at the university. There's Mr. Chapman, Mr. Charles Chapman, for who the school was named after, the founder. And this entrance dumps back out to Glassell. That's the cross streets there, which is where you will find a place that I frequent pretty often, Rudabagores. Back when I lived here in 2015, I would pay a visit regularly, and I still do now that I'm back from late last year into this year. They're currently not open though, not even for takeout. This is good news, however. Their Tustin location, which isn't too far away, is open for takeout. I gotta keep that in mind. Haven't been to the Tustin one, but maybe I'll have to check it out. Speaking of renovating old gas station, there is a coffee shop popping up called Philz, P-H-I-L-Z, which are starting to become a little more prominent. I'm starting to see them more and more. It's not a camera shop anymore, but the vintage signage is still there above the door frame, as is this jewelry neon. But Renee's is still a jewelry shop to this day. Here's another piece of fantastic goodness, this printing sign. Even has the neon bulbs protruding out. Kind of rusting away, but they're still there. Down here at the end is a painting of an orange. Normally there are lots of people seated and all these tables are placed around. You see the orange a lot better and get a good photo opportunity currently. Stanchioned off are these spots reserved only for pickup for those ordering from Watson's Soda Fountain. This location used in many, many feature films, exterior and interior. Fun fact, in front of the Civic Center, just off to the side, is the original fountain that used to sit in the circle right across from the library. This used to be about a block away in its original spot, and there is a placard down here to signify that information. It's also a nice little conversation piece. Some refer to it as the circle, and some call it the plaza. Just depends on who you talk to. I just so happen to call it the circle. If you're looking for very impressive root systems, look no further than this tree at its base. The roots are very prevalent. Provides a lot of shade. Look at the passerby cars going by. You just see how expansive this is. Oh, here's a sign. It is a Moreton, M-O-R-E-T-O-N, Bay fig tree, planted in 1875. Wow. I've seen this many times, but did not recall of its age. A little sunbeam coming down. You find these of this magnitude from time to time in this area. But gosh, that is, look at that thing. Just want to make sure I'm following the rules correctly, even though the playground equipment, fitness centers, and sports courts are closed. It states parks are still a great place for residents to walk with their families and pets while maintaining social distance. So this sidewalk through the park is allowed and accessible. No picnicking. That would constitute as a gathering. I believe now it's 10 or more. 10 or more is not allowed, so less than 10 people can congregate together. Oh, that tree's gone. On the subject of very large trees, there used to be one right here that was incredible. This must have fallen either from a storm or has been uprooted for other reasons. Now it's just a planter with a new tree, maybe stemming from the old one beginning. Quite a few riders are out in this parking lot, which is inaccessible to automobiles, normally very full. It's also a flood drainage area, and I have seen some rapid waters coming through this little section before. You wouldn't think it to look at it now, but this can be some very high velocity water cruising through here. What I'm looking for is on the other side of this bridge. I came from that direction, and I believe I'm in Santa Ana now. They all kind of run together. They're all basically twin towns, twin cities, if you will. Orange, Anaheim, Santa Ana, and a variety of others. But I'm going that way. Rest assured, this cycle will not experience, and I will not experience, the same event that took place right here. Look at the steepness of this. Goodness. I'm having flashbacks. It was up this very pathway that I traversed, thinking I'm about to do something really ignorant. And I did. Will not be recreating that again, even going down this descension walkway. Slightly treacherous. I know I passed it a handful of times, but for one reason or another, I did not know, or at least remember, that there is an archery range right here next to the train tracks and bike path. And there goes the Metrolink commuter train going by. If you are familiar with the movie Big Mama's House, this was the home used in the film. Right here. Whoo! That sun protruding down upon me is an enjoyable feeling. That's going to do it for today. If you're new here, please subscribe by doing so. Helps keep you in the loop and update on future uploads here on this channel. You can take it a step further, ring that notification bell, and if you enjoyed not only this episode, but the fact that there will now be a new bicycle, and that I will be taking that backpack with me and future endeavors. I have some ideas If you are keen on that thought process, give it a big thumbs up. It lets me know you care. I'll see you in the next video, the vlog from the Orange Circle or Orange Plaza, whatever you want to call it. I'm a circle kind of guy. Is over.